Okay, hi guys, so we're back with another video. I know it's been a long time, but I've been doing some other stuff, so yeah, let's get back to coding C++. So, in the last video, we did user input, so in this video, we're going to do if statements. So let's do a program where you have to where the user prints the password, and once you do the and when the user prints the correct password, you let him log on. Okay, so let's get started on that. So let's delete all the code that we did from last time, and yeah. So now we first use using namespace std. So it doesn't really matter what namespaces are right now, but so why we do this every single thing is if we didn't do that, then instead of cout, we would have had to write std : cout for every time we wrote cout or endl or any of those things. So yeah, that's why we do using namespace std. So when you do this, you don't have to write std : for every time you do cout or endl or any of those. So then we're gonna ask the user for some input. So to do this, if you remember from the last video, we're gonna do cout and then the arrow operator, and then we're gonna do enter the password. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Just make this look cooler like that. And so let's actually set up the password first. So let's go up here and make a password variable. So this is gonna be, let's see, a string called password. And basically this is going to be equal to the quotation marks and password 123. I do not recommend putting this as a password for any of your anything. So yeah, I'm just going to use this password because this is not an actual password program. So we're going to initialize a variable. It's going to be a string, and it's going to be called pass. Now let's usually call this password, and let's call this real password. Okay, and yeah, that's it. And then now we do cn, and we use instead of this, we use this operator, so it's going the exact opposite way. So yeah, and we're gonna put the name of the variable here. And so what this is doing is whatever the user enters in there and presses enter, whatever he puts in there, it's gonna bring it over here into the password variable, and it's gonna put it into the password variable, whatever value that the user enters. Okay, so now here, this is where we do the if statements. So if statements, the syntax for that is you have if, and you have parentheses right there. You can put a space if you can put a space here if you want, but I like to always put a space because it makes the code look cleaner, I think. And yeah, so this is an if statement. So we do if password. Okay, so now how do we check if something is equal to another thing? So normally in math we use equal to or greater than or less than, right? But there's a problem here because we use equal to sign, because we use the equal to sign for setting variables equal to something. We can't really use the equal to sign for comparisons. So how the C program creators solved this problem is they basically made equals equal to comparison. They made equal comparison, and these two are still the same. So yeah, so that's basically the comparison operators. There's also less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to. So not equal to is an exclamation mark and then an equal to. So yeah, those are all the comparison operators. So there's equal, equal to, greater than, less than, and yeah, these are all the ones. Okay, so we're gonna put the equal to real password because we want to check if the password that the user enters is equal to the real password, which is password 123. So after we do that, after we check this, we want to do this code in these curly braces right here. So yeah, that's why we need the curly braces. And yeah, you could also do this. You could have the curly braces like that, one over here and then one over here. But normally when you're coding C++, you want the curly braces to be on their separate lines, like here. So yeah, let's get doing this. And so in this if statement, we're gonna print out this is the correct password. Okay, and then we're gonna do an endl. Okay, so let's save this program, and we run this by doing Control F5. So yeah, Control F5, and I think it's running. There we go. See, it says enter the password. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Okay, there you go. I think that should be a little bit bigger now. Okay, so enter the password. I'm gonna enter lols123, and it doesn't say anything because it's the wrong password. So let's try to run the program again. There we go, and let's make this bigger again. Should we set it to be smaller first? And then, okay, enter the password, and we enter password 123, and this is the correct password. So you can see that this works. So last time we entered the wrong password, and it did not say it's the correct password. And when we entered the correct password here, it says this is the correct password. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But what if we want to tell a user that you actually entered the wrong password? Well, to do this, we use something called an if-else. So right here, we already have an if statement here, right? So under this, you do else, and then that's basically it. You can also do else if password is equal to second password. So it's, yeah, that's basically it. And you do that. If this is not true, then you do the code in this block right here. So yeah, let's write that code. So cout, this is the wrong password. Okay, and then endl, and yeah, now this is going to say that this is going to tell the user that this is the wrong password. So let's run this and test this out. So I'm going to resize it to be smaller. Okay, so password 123. Obviously this is the correct password. Let's enter another password, so we know that the if statement still works. Let's try the else. See if the else works. So we set it to be smaller. Okay, and then let's enter the wrong password, like lols123. And this is the wrong password. So we know that the else statement also works. So yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's make this bigger again. Okay, there we go. And yeah, so that's basically if else statements. But let's also try that other thing called else if. So let's say we have another password of another user. So we have string second password is equal to lol 123, and now here let's check. Let's make another thing here. So under the if statement, we're gonna do okay, we forgot the semicolon. So always remember to put semicolons at the end of the lines. So yeah. So let's do another else if right here. Let's do another else. So the syntax for else if is you have the if statement above and then you have else space if, and then just this thing right here. So we can basically just copy and paste this right here, and that's it. Now instead of doing the real password, we do the second password, and then we have to write another code block right here, and then we can say this is also a correct password, and after we do this, we can run it by using Control F5 again, and it should work still. So let's try doing the password 123, and it says this is the correct password. Let's run it again. Okay, let's enter lols 123, and this is also a correct password. So we know that the else if statements works still, and let's see if the other else statement works still. So let's enter the wrong password, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is the wrong password, it says. And so yeah, we know that this is correct and all of this code works. So those are if statements, else if statements, and else. So yeah, that's it guys, bye. See you in the next video. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and also comment for some algorithm juice. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.